What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be talking about Switch OLED and the Steam Deck anti-glare screen. Which ones I like the most, and what features I like the most about both of them. I love them both. Neither one is better in my opinion, just so you know. I'm just trying to give you advice as to which ones, maybe when you're on the edge and you want to get both, but you don't want to get both right now, which one might be better for you right now. So I'm going to give you pluses for both of them. I'm not going to give you any minuses, maybe a few minuses. So we're going to start with the OLED. With the OLED, it's got a better screen. It's just glorious to look at. I love the OLED. Anti-glare screen, don't get me wrong, is fantastic. I love the anti-glare screen for its anti-glare features. But for me personally, I'm more of a clean, crisp look than optimized for beautiful, like I can still see the game, because I don't play in that many well-lit environments. So for me, OLED wins hands down, even though the anti-glare does have a space. So does it win? Maybe yes. I don't know what to say there. But other thing I love about the Switch OLED, Switch, better size. It's just fantastic. It has these customizable features with the Joy-Con and then the kickstand, and it's just lovely to play in two-player as well. It's easy. The screen also ties into that. Having the OLED screen and you're playing two-player while you're out, it's so easy just to play two-player while you're out with it. I love that feature. It's great. The OLED and the size, it's easier to carry. It's easier to put in the bag. It's just overall form factor is pretty perfect for games where you want to be playing with other people while you're on the go as well. And then at home, docked experience is fantastic too. It's just easy to dock, and truthfully, I never run into a problem where my battery is going to be dead, because I always leave my Switch docked, and then when I'm ready to go, I pull it out of the dock and I throw it in the bag and I'm ready to go. It's fantastic. I love its setup. Then another thing I love about the OLED is its first party titles. Zelda alone, the 2 Zelda games that are on here, you could just buy a Switch OLED, both Zelda games, and be done. You don't have to do anything else. You're good. You're good for the remainder. You got at least 2 years of content right there that you can play on the go and enjoy, as long as you like that kind of game. And most of the games that are on there that are first party titles are lovely. Even the indie titles that are on there are lovely there too. I've played Celeste on my OLED Switch. I love playing Celeste on the OLED Switch. It feels right there. I don't own Celeste in Steam, but maybe I should do a comparison of that. Well, we'll think about that for later, for another video. So those are my main things that I love about my Switch OLED. There are some things I don't like, but this is not what we're here for. We're talking about positive things. So let's move over to the Steam Deck. So with the Steam Deck, this anti-glare screen version, I really enjoy it. Overall, the controller, I love the feel of this controller. This is it's just a way better, its ergonomics are way better than the Switch. It feels good in the hand. With my Switch, I have to have the grip on there. Without the grip, it doesn't feel as nice to hold. My hands get kind of cramped on there. With the Steam Deck, no, that does not happen. And it's surprisingly light for what you're getting. It's a powerhouse. It feels meaty, but it just feels good. And you don't expect the controller layout to be like that to feel that good, but it is lovely. And it's got full-sized analog sticks, which I do have bigger hands, so it's way more comfortable for me to be on the Steam Deck than the Switch without a grip. And it's more customizable. Like, I have more control over how I want my games to play, how I want to play two-player games. It's easier to connect controllers to the Steam Deck, but it's getting better on the Switch, so it's kind of like a mute point. But then playing two players, I feel like you have to buy more things in order to make two-player on the Steam Deck work flawlessly, which is more cumbersome when you're walking around. You got to have more things with you, and that it's a positive, but it's a negative, but it's a positive at the same time, because you get that customization and you have the ability to, like, when you dock it, you can dock and get a lot more power out of it, because the system is overall more powerful. So you could play some old like if you want to play COD Zombies, you could probably play that no problems, bringing that out with you, getting 2 Bluetooth controllers, hooking it up to a TV and running it. Will you run into issues? Of course. That's just the nature of the beast when you're playing with something with this much customization on the user end, where you can manipulate things. But that's the pro and the con there with that. I really enjoy that feature though. And then again, it's a PC. You have a PC right here, and for the price of it, it's a powerful PC for what you're getting. You can play anything that's come out recently and you'll be good. If it's like the one console you want to get, but you like more games that are more more on all the consoles, you're probably best off here. Or if you already have a Steam library, like there's more games here, hands down. You can play, there's an arsenal. And if you already have a Steam account and you already have all these games, it's kind of a no-brainer. Like, you already got the games. You don't need to buy more. You just buy the console and you get going. And that's beautiful. I absolutely love that feature of it. It really is fantastic. And then hooking up, like the other cool thing I like, tying back into the customization, you can hook up a whole keyboard and mouse if you wanted to, and a monitor and a whole thing. Yeah, does it play well all the time? Probably not, but there's probably hiccups. It's like dealing with any operating system. You're gonna have a problem. There's always some sort of workaround that you need to do, but you find out what works for you, and that's what's beautiful about the customization feature. I do love it. I do love both. At the end of the day, both are, I think, very essential to being in my equipment set, because sometimes I'll take the Steam Deck with me as opposed to my Switch. Like when I'm in a Vampire Survivor mode, I know I have a Steam Deck for Vampire Survivor. Yep, that's what I did. I love Vampire Survivor so much, and I love achievements. Another thing I really love about the Steam Deck is that I get achievements. Nintendo, I don't know what we're doing, but let's get some achievements rolling here, because I love achievements, but I can understand why they don't do it. I don't feel I don't feel like I need to complete games as often when there's achievements, which is a good feeling too. So I can understand why they do it, as much as I would just love to have the feature there already. But if they don't do it, I'm okay with that too. Regardless, overall, which one's in my bag more often right now? Which one's in my bag more often right now? The Switch. The Switch is in there more often right now. I'm in love. Since I picked up the OLED, it's been a new experience that's way better. I was playing House of the Dead, the remake, on my OLED with a friend. Well, first we played with the regular Switch, and Switch OLED difference is night and day. Playing tabletop, OLED is the only way to go. If you're taking the machine out of its dock, go buy the OLED. It is worth the extra money, hands down. It's a glorious system, and there's a bunch of beautiful designs right now for them too that you can pick up. I picked up the Zelda one, which is, come on, how could you not? Tears of the Kingdom, which I haven't started playing yet. I cannot wait for that. So my Steam Deck might collect some dust for a little while, but you never know. It could always come back into play. It depends upon what I'm in the mood to play, really, especially when I'm out and about and what the situation calls for. But overall, thank you very much for hanging out here today. I really appreciate it. And hopefully I helped you decide if you are on the fence about both, or if you're on the fence about getting another one, go get the other one. If you have the money to spend to have both, I can't see there being a bad reason to not to have both. They're both great. If you got the money for it, go ahead. But if you're choosing between one or the other, you're not going to make a bad choice. I think both are great. As long as you see the positives and those line up with you, take the one that feels like it has the most positives for you. I think you're going to make a great choice. But either way, till next time, toodaloo.